Welcome, everybody, to another episode with Hot Take with Mr. H. I'm your host, I'm Mr. H, and today I got my good friend with me, comedian extraordinaire, Raymond Orta.
What's up, Mr. H? A pleasure to be here in one of the hottest podcasts in the entire world. Thank you, Mr. H, for having us in your lovely, lovely studios, Studio X. It's wonderful to be here, and I appreciate you having me. And I've been anticipating this podcast for we've talked about this for 3 months already.
Yeah, more than 3 months.
So I've been waiting for it, bro.
Awesome. Glad to have you here.
Yes, sir.
All right, to the guests that don't know who Raymond Orta is, who is Raymond Orta?
So real quick, guys, I won't take too much time, but Raymond Orta loves the Lord with all his mind, heart, soul, and strength. I love making people laugh from the belly, from the gut, and every time I go on stage, my goal is to exude the love of the Father through the laughter that he gave me, through the talent that he gave me. So I'm always seeking to bring the love of God everywhere I go, and that's what I'm all about. I've been doing comedy since I was 8. I've been getting paid for it since I was 15 years old, and I just turned 40 the other day, and I've been making money and hustling grassroots style since I was 15 years of age. So I'm a straight up hustler, valley mentality, rancho style, tacuache kid.
La Jolla representative.
La Jolla representative at heart. Puro coyote.
There you go.
Chile, tomate, cebolla.
That's it. In that order. So how did you get started? You said you started since you were 8 years old. Like, how did you get started?
Yeah, so my teacher got me into a talent show, and she told me that it would be a good idea if I tried out for the talent show, and saying that the talent show poster, I remember it saying, can you sing, can you dance, can you play a musical instrument, and do magic, and all these different talents, and at the very bottom was like, or even tell jokes. And I was like, I can tell jokes. So I signed up for my talent show when I was in 3rd grade, had to perform in front of my entire elementary school student body, and I killed it. I crushed it, bro. 5 minutes of clean material that I wrote myself, and made the teachers laugh, made the students laugh. I was from one moment to the next, the fat, chubby kid that nobody wanted to hang out with, to the popular, funny, the funny, popular kid, like one moment to the next.
Do you remember the joke that you said?
I remember all the jokes. I remember a bunch of jokes. I used to have this, dude, I remember doing this joke, and then I saw George Lopez do a variation of it on his HBO special, like the first HBO special that he did. I was like, bro, I wrote that in 3rd grade, dog. You know, and people be like, whatever. I'm like, bro, like, for real. There's somewhere out there. I know my friend's dad videotaped it back in the day when you had like the VCR cameras. That guy videotaped the talent show, and he got me doing the 3rd grade talent show. Like, somewhere out there, there's a tape of me doing comedy at 8 years old. And one of the jokes was, I don't even know why we bother getting into fights at school. It never turns into actual trancazos. It turns into a contest of who could lean back the furthest. It's, hey, pues qué? Oh, ¿qué onda te la cantó? Hey, pues qué? Pues qué?
They were stalling for the security guards.
Yeah, and then I would just lean back further and further. Oh, yeah? Well, pues qué? And I would just lean back all the way, eventually to the point where I would, like, put my back on the floor, like, lean back, like, Matrix style. And it was silly fun. Like, that got a big pop. And then I wrote another joke about, I would do a lot of impressions, like Kermit the Frog, Sesame Street, cartoon characters, Looney Tunes, all the voices, like South Park. So I could do all, like, Beavis and Butthead, a bunch of wrestlers. So I would do impressions, so the kids loved that stuff. Like, they loved the voices and stuff. So it was fun.
At what point did you tell yourself, I have to do this?
That next, bro, I knew since I was 8 years old that's what I wanted to do. I've been passionately writing jokes and passionately pursuing comedy since 8 years old. And it's like how Mayweather or Canelo gets into boxing when they're super young. And I feel like that with comedy. Like, I got into it super young. I've known what I wanted to do. I've known that this was my purpose since I was a kid. And nothing's ever deviated me from my path. That I don't take no. Like, I don't quit. And I got a real awesome compliment from a hater the other day. And it was this guy's been hating on my page so much that he's got a top fan badge already. You know what I'm saying? That's the key right there, guys. If you're listening out there, make your haters comment on your page so much that they get a top fan badge out of it. life lesson for you.
They can't hide that.
They can't hide it, bro. Because that means they had to accept it. They had to accept the top fan badge. And but one of the haters that has always been throwing shade says, "Man, people may not be a fan of your work, but they surely can't deny your work ethic." And I was like, "Yeah, like I never quit, bro. I don't stop." And I have a mentality that it's like that Valley, South Texas mentality that I don't know, man. Like maybe it's been changing through the years, but when I was raised in the Valley, like when I was being raised in the 90s, like being from the Valley meant like being firme, way, like a man of your word, integrity, loyalty, respect, firme, way, like no quitting you. You're a freaking una pinche máquina, un toro, güey. Algo chingón, algo de huevos. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it meant to be from the 956 from the Valley. You know, but puro bayuco, like cosa de huevos, güey. Like nowadays, like it's kind of getting a kind of weird rap where it's like we're like little tacuache kids that scam people and shit. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, I would love for our culture to be known as like people of integrity, people of faith, people that want to do the right thing. And that's one thing I love about the Valley is that every time I've seen it so many times, even on my own personal times for me, that when somebody breaks down on the side of the road here in the Valley, like if somebody breaks in the middle of the traffic lights, I see so many guys que se bajan de volada and they push the person out of the road. Like there'll be 4 or 5, 6 peludos getting off and they help that person get off the road in chingas. Nobody asks questions. The Valley does that. And I love that. You go to a big city, people don't look out like that for each other. And that I want the Valley to not lose that. I want the Valley to encourage that, because I want when people come down here to the Valley to be like, man, there's no place like that. I want people to feel like that about the RGV.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, y'all are extra friendly."
Yeah.
And because they come from New York, they come from other places where sometimes they don't even have time. They're running late. They got to get to where they get to. It's far distance, so I mean they don't have time for anything but to get to work or whatever they got to do. Earlier, you were speaking about your writing material. How do you come up with your material?
Man, a lot of it is actually a coping mechanism. Anytime things get real uncomfortable, like in society or anything like that, or in my life, like when it gets too awkward or like uncomfortable or sad, my coping mechanism is to try to make fun of it and make myself laugh out of the difficult situation. And so it's been developed from a uncomfortable place and a place of trauma. So if you can take the deepest and darkest moments of your life and turn it around and turn it into funny jokes, then life can't really hurt you, you know? So I talk about my grandpa passing away, where he's like in the hospital and but I'm making fun of it in a way where it helps me, it comforts me. You know, it gives me, like I say, I tell people it's not even stand up at some points. It's just therapy. You know, I talk about some stories about how my dad was in jail for being a drug mule and a counterfeiter. Like he was buying large amounts of quantities of drugs with fake money. So he was wanted by both the government and the cartel. So el vato era bien bandido. And I talk about that, and it's like, these are true stories, you know? So my comedy comes from real life. As far as like also just general observations that I've seen in people's behavior. I love people watching. I love analyzing human behavior. I love that. And I love watching like people interact like with each other, like couples, and I find humor in that. There's a lot of like me and my wife will watch people, like when we'll be parked at a parking lot before we get out, we'll see people walking into the store, and I'll be like making voices for the person that's walking in. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy's like, "Hey babe, come on, we gotta go get the Oreos." And so I'll be making voices for the people that are walking in, and that's kind of like where I come up with material, just real life stuff.
Now you're a great impersonator.
Yeah,
I know you interchannel your grandpa a lot.
Yeah,
can you give us a grandpa joke?
Okay,
or just speak like your
grandpa. Yeah, for sure. I mean, think of a good joke that he would say. Okay. Okay, so for example, I took him to the doctor, and the doctor was examining me because my grandpa thought he was going blind, you know, and the doctor's examining. Oye, doctor, pues ahorita
no miro nada. I can't see nothing.
And the doctor's like, well, what do you think? Why do you think that's going on?
But to tell you the truth, I think it's because of all the Viagra I've been taking.
And the doctor looks at him very confused. He says, "But he's a very old man." He goes, "Well, and what are you taking the Viagra for?"
Eh?
Well, what are you taking the Viagra for?
But to tell you the truth, I just take 2 of those before I go to sleep, and it keeps me from rolling out of bed at night.
There you go.
La estoy usando como kickstand. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, my grandpa's a silly dude. He had a bunch of jokes too, man. Like traditional old school level, like Pepito style jokes, like bar jokes. So he was full of them, man. He was always full of them.
And you also do a Donald Trump.
I do a wonderful Donald Trump impression. Incredible. One of the greatest Donald Trump impressions you've ever heard. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it wonderful? If anybody does a better Donald Trump, I'll put a tariff on their impression. 125% that they're gonna pay.
I like that joke you say about the chalupa.
Oh yeah, dude. I did one, but I haven't released it porque está todo el pedo de ice y todo el pedo. Pero
too hot.
I have one that I did in San Antonio que está con madre, güey, where I tell people like, you call out the cards and I'll have Donald Trump announce something, and there's people yelling out like, El Apache or La Bandera or something. Like,
If we catch you waving that flag in the United States, we're gonna round you up. We're gonna take you back home.
and then it's like one of them was like El Diablo.
El Diablo, aka La Nancy Pelosi. Everyone look at her. She's wearing red. She looks fabulous. This is the first time I've ever seen her look so good.
And but dude, people are losing it, bro, in that show. But I haven't released it porque people get offended, bro.
That's very hot.
It's a hot topic right now. I have I released these. I have these ice Valentine's cards that I haven't released because I'm scared they're gonna report them.
I mean,
Like
you still have to be kind of political.
man, yeah, exactly. Like there's like, you know, like those Valentine's cards that
Yeah.
you give like kids.
Yeah, like
Like
well,
in
you
your
give my Valentina,
Sí,
and it's got like the Valentina, the hot sauce there.
Yeah, and so I made some of these with like ice themed, where it's like, hey, I can't detain my love for you any longer. Will you be my Valentine's? And no, I will not give it a rest.
Yeah, rest.
You get it,
Yeah,
a rest.
yeah.
And it's like this picture with like a border patrol agent.
It also,
like,
it also depends what you put on the background.
yeah, it's just like a little cartoon, like a border patrol agent holding a stop sign, like, but the stop sign is like a little heart, like a cupid. They're goofy fun. And what was the other one? Help me hold the line by being my Valentine. And it's like a border patrol agent, like on the walkie-talkie. It's like, send reinforcement. This is the goofy fun. But people, I know I could get reported and I'd lose my monetization status on social media. And right now, man, it's pretty impressive the amount of stuff that we can do on social media and get paid for it, you know?
How are you on your followers? And what platform do you use the most?
My followers, my Facebook fan page has the most followers. My TikTok is
TikTok's blowing up.
My
I
TikTok's blowing
started
up.
looking at it this morning, and it's up there too.
My Instagram is third. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube are the rankings. Facebook is like at 333,000. Instagram, I'm gonna get, or TikTok is like at 133,000. And then TikTok or Instagram is 85,000. And then if YouTube is 41,000.
YouTube's pretty hard to get followers, so having
Sí,
40,000 is really good. But
Yeah.
the algorithm there is more tricky, and you have to really be posting every day. And
Yeah,
then they're
there's
saying that you're supposed to go live.
Be real consistent. I have an idea that I'm gonna be start doing something different on my YouTube channel, and it's gonna take a lot of people by surprise.
You spoke about being hot and with the politics and stuff like that. You say some jokes. How often do you get hecklers, and how do you handle them?
Good question. So hecklers, you gotta understand. I developed my stand-up comedy because I used to be bullied in elementary school. They used to call me Raymond Torta. So I learned to talk smack by making people's names like rhyme, like how you're gonna call me Raymond Torta, I'm gonna call you something like, something else based on your last name, and it's gonna be much more insulting than Mexican sandwich, and it's that would be like, oh snap, like, so I learned how to talk smack since third grade. I've been mentally in my own brain doing like a mental jujitsu of how to deal with smack talkers, hecklers, and people that want to shout stuff. So if you want to heckle me at a show, dude, you're not gonna win. I've been mentally training for everything that
The
you
black
can throw.
belt.
Yeah, I have it in my dude. I have so many mental like loops that you'd have to jump through in order to even have a chance, and it's not gonna happen. And then not only that, but when I get to when you get to a show, you can kind of tell if there's gonna be a heckler or not. Like, especially if you have opening comics, they'll be like people will be talking smack throughout the first comedian sets. So you'll be like, okay, this guy's gonna talk smack. If he says something throughout the show, I'm already preparing 5, 6, 7 punchlines for this guy before he even says anything. So if he does say something, you're gonna be like puro pinche quick draw McGraw, pew 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 pew, and it's done. Like he's not gonna even get a chance to, because he's thinking he's going 1-to-1, but you're already like 7 punchlines deep on this guy because you've been thinking about it, like just watching him heckle other comedians all night.
What can you give us an example of one heckler
Like
that you tore up?
man, I don't even tear them. I don't even tear them up. Like I actually diffuse the situation a lot of the times with kindness. So a lot of the times I let people like chill out and be like, I diffuse the situation. So it kind of makes you just want to not talk, because it's like you're not gonna win. So if I'm able to diffuse you with kindness, imagine like what I can do with mean commentary. And one of the things I'll say is something like, hey bro, like, we get it, dude, you want to yell stuff at me, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Okay, if you're trying to hurt my feelings, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. How do I know you're not gonna hurt my feelings? I used to take the wrong tools to my Mexican dad. There's nothing that you can tell me that my dad hasn't already told me, and that's a man that loves me. You like that's supposed to hurt, And I used to take my dad used to have zero patience. So I tell them that, and they get it like, oh, like there's nothing I can do to make him even squirm. So why even try? So they usually be quiet. If they keep on going, I have other like mental little kind of like, you're not gonna win, bro. Like you're like, even if you say, oh, you're not funny, I'm like, okay. And this one's like, you can't get out of it. I say I've arranged my comedy. I've been doing comedy for so long. I've arranged it to not be funny to pedophiles or communists, because I feel they don't deserve to laugh. So if you don't find me funny, it's on you, not me.
Yeah, and I've also seen you on Facebook. You get down.
Oh,
a lot of people say, "Nah, don't even pay attention to those comments or hide them or delete them," but you welcome them.
I welcome them because it helps me stay sharp. And I used to be real gacho. I would go into your page, take a screenshot off your profile, and roast you to like the point of no return. I was really malicious, and now me ha calmado bastante, güey. Like I really chilled out because I didn't want to. I used to hurt people's feelings. I used to go out there trying to hurt people's feelings, and now it's like more, no, let's bring joy to the world instead of bringing destruction. Because I used to be real destructive with people, man. Like haters, God, dude, I would want to rip their souls out, man. But it's not kind to do that. It's not. Jesus would not approve.
Also, too, like if they have like his and hers together, on those were funny.
I always contact the person as if I'm talking to the lady in the group.
Yeah,
like
she's the one that has the balls.
Yeah, and I go, look, ma'am. Like I always put ma'am in there. Look, ma'am, I don't go to your page and tell you what to post, so please don't be cussing on my page, because that's beneath a classy lady like yourself, right? And I'm like, if it's the dude talking smack, like it's like, oh, it's Luis. And it's like, oh, right. I'm like, oh, my bad. I thought it was the chick because she's the only one that like you don't have any balls because you have a joint page. I thought it was the girl talking to me because she's the one with the balls here. And no,
He's the one that has the control.
that
Yeah.
infuriates them, dude. And I love rage baiting people. Like trolling is an art form for me, and people don't understand that most of the stuff that I put up on social media, like if it's like you're like como even for example when I tell people, hey, the Cowboys are going undefeated, be just Super Bowl bound, and people are like they're all mad about the Cowboys, and it's just like, are you falling into my trap, dog? You fallen
That
into
was it.
the psychological web of my algorithm, and now you're in there. And now if you're trying to talk smack, and the best part is when people mention me, if you want to get my attention, mention my name. Like when you get the @ mention, that's how you really get me to click on your stuff, and I'll read your stuff. Okay, so if anybody wants to get my attention, mention my name, and I'll come and read your comment, and I'll talk some smack if I see it.
Yeah, like so you've done multiple what do you say, multiple shows? You said you've done maybe thousands, 10,000, 500,000.
I would probably say tens like 10,000, like in the tens of thousands.
Would you say that did you ever have a show that's gone wrong?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
bro.
that's how you learn, right?
Technical difficulties are a name of the game, and these are part of the growing pains. Like if you're experiencing technical difficulties and you're starting something, look at them as learning experiences and see, okay, this is an experience that's going to come up more often than not. I should be prepared for that, you know. So how do you prepare for that? By getting better equipment. So you get your better equipment so that kind of stuff doesn't happen anymore. So that's where it comes into being a control freak is a good thing for yourself. I'm a bit of a control freak sometimes when it comes to my craft, and I sometimes people have told me I need to let go and let people be more in control, and sometimes that backfires because they don't take my passion as passionate as
They're
I
not
do.
as serious as you are with
Yeah.
it.
So that ends up being a thing. And when they're not as passionate as I am, I learned this, and I think this is a very something that my mom taught me, and it's something that's helped me out along a lot of the times. She says you can't hold everybody to the same standards that you have for yourself because you're a unique person, and not everybody has your kind of standards. I have a work ethic that not everybody has, and I was raised by my mom that has a work ethic. That lady has a work ethic, bro. That lady, like, to this day, she's working like 3-4 jobs. Like, she loves to work. She loves to make money. She loves to hustle. Le encanta el pedo.
All right, so you're a hustler, right? Everybody knows you as a comedian, but what are some things that you do that make money without you being a comedian?
So a lot of the times that I took a Shark Tank seminar, and I went and actually paid for an actual seminar from the guy that created Fubu, Damon John.
Damon, yeah.
Yeah. So I took his seminar, spent like I think it was like a 2-weekend course. I learned a lot. And the average millionaire has, and this is a good cut for your reels.
Yeah.
The average millionaire has 7 streams of income, and you should have a stream of income to cover every bill of that you have to pay. So you should have a stream of income to cover your light bill. You should have a stream of income to cover your cell phone. You should have a stream of income to cover your car note. You should have a stream of income to cover your mortgage, and all the other bills that you have, whatever they may be. You should have a stream of income to cover each one of them. That's how you start building generational wealth.
Financial freedom.
Financial
as they
freedom.
call 'em.
Yeah, that's right. So if you offer a service, I offer a service. I go do a comedy, and he says if you offer a service, you can instantly double your income by offering a product that goes with your service, right? So if I offer comedy, I should offer a product, and usually comedians will do this with a T-shirt. You know, like, oh, I sell T-shirts, or they sell koozies or something,
Yeah,
like
merch,
right? That's where it comes from. I sell candles, like for the Dallas Cowboys. I sell them like crazy, and these things, I'm printing money like the Federal Reserve with these candles that have been selling like hotcakes for years, and it's something that they use them. People use these candles. They burn them through the season, and they buy them more and more and more, and it keeps on. It's a product that keeps being bought right?
You even have a booster candle?
Yeah, I even came up with a little candle to go with a bigger candle, and people find it funny and they buy it. And it's they're not buying the product, they're buying you. They believe in you, so they buy the product because they want to support you. So that's one thing, is you can double your product. So if you have a service, you get a product. But if you have a product, you offer a service to supplement your income, right? So if you have a product, let's say for example, like a cleaning supply, like a cleaning solution, right? You got a cleaning solution. How can you have a service that goes along with it that you can charge extra for it? So you could be like, hey, I have this cleaning solution, but for an extra $20, I'll send you a course, a course on how to use it effectively for best results on all types of surfaces. So you'll get the course behind the product, and now you're having a service to enhance the income, right? That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. And you call it prende la vela.
Prende la vela, or whatever you're doing, teach others to do it and charge them for it. Even if it's $5. Hey, for $5, I'll send you a PDF file that will show you how I'm doing it. Even if it's like setting up a podcast. For $5, I'm gonna send you the PDF file of all the listing of all the equipment we're using, so you can have the exact same podcast we have here. For $5, you get all the information, and if it doesn't seem like much to the average person, like $5, okay, I'll pay for the information. $5, boom. So, but if a thousand people see it and they want to buy it and they get that information, that's $5,000 you just made at the click of a button.
And then you could double it by offering that service. We could put it for you. If you have trouble doing it, then call me.
Eso chingo. Now you're thinking and triple dipping, baby.
And triple dip.
That's triple dipping. If you want to pay a premium, I'll set it up for you myself, and I'll go to your house and set it up for you myself.
That's been
Eso.
charging by the hour.
Yeah.
Now you're
hustling.
maximizing your money.
Not maximizing. That's
So you just
I'm
gotta
all
flip,
about
flip.
It's like in our culture, when we're in the profit, what do we call it? Pura crema.
Pura crema.
And I'm all about not only being pura crema, but crema extrema, extreme profits.
Eso es crema extrema.
Eso es crema extrema is double dipping, triple dipping in your own sauce.
That's right.
If you
Get
can-
lost in the sauce.
Get lost in your own sauce. I like that. Get lost in your own sauce. Triple dip and find multiple ways to make money off of it. I got a homie of mine that's a fishing captain, and that's his service. Now he sells his own fishing lures that he hand paints himself. And when the clients jump on board his boat, they're like asking, like, hey, what bait do I use? Hey, man, you could use your own bait, whatever you have on your reel, or you can use one of my top water lures.
Proven.
Proven and effective.
Catch.
For pay the price right there. We'll tie it on your rod, and we'll start catching fish right away. So he's supplementing his income that way with the clients that are already on his boat.
So we're talking about supply and demand.
Supply and demand.
You could charge more when the demand is there and
Yeah.
short notice and the time's off.
Mm-hmm.
You could get away with it.
And people pay for convenience.
That's what it is.
People pay for convenience.
You're not paying extra not only are you paying extra for your time, you're paying extra for your convenience.
That's right. So there's multiple ways. I love talking business, bro. That's my main passion. Comedy is my passion, but I always say this. It's called show business for a reason.
Still
It's
a
two
business.
words. It's two words. It's show and it's business, and you got to be good at both of them. You got to be good at show and you got to be good at business. If you're good at one and not the other, you're not going to succeed. If you're good at the show and you're not good at the business, you'll get booked, but you won't get paid.
Yep.
If you're good at the business, you're not good at the show, you're going to get paid, but you won't get booked more than once.
Not because they both got to be there. That's right.
Yeah,
They go hand in hand.
Yes, sir.
They got now. The first time I met you at a beer fest, I believe. It was here in Brownsville, Texas, and we invited you over to our stand, and then you invited me to your house. So we went out there, and what surprised me is that you're one of the top sellers for Moringa.
Oh, yeah, the Moringa Mafia, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for real. So I've made actually close to like $250,000 slanging Moringa. That's another one of those streams of income that I have because I take the supplement myself. People ask me, like, I walk around and I'm shaking up this green drink, and they ask me.
But you do real fly because you don't even mention it.
Yeah.
You're just talking about normal stuff for the Cowboys, but you just get the little packet and you put it in your water and you're shaking it.
Yep.
So people, without bringing it up,
Yeah.
like Gary Vaynerchuk, he's a great example. I admire him a lot. He would sell wine from his parents' company, liquor store, and he never said a word on buy my product. He would just tell you what to pair the wine with like a Chardonnay goes
Yes.
good with a steak,
Yeah.
and then the bottom he just had a little drop down arrow where you could order it. So his family business went from 500,000 to 3 million in 1 year,
Wow.
and a lot of
Wow.
it was shipping.
And it's all because of the nonchalant style of presenting it.
Yeah. So a lot of times in business, people don't buy the product; they buy you. You're the brand, so that's who they're trying to support, like you said earlier.
And you know what? There's a lot of people out there that are looking for solutions that do it, the research yourself. Go ask Google what is the most nutritious plant ever discovered in the world, and you're gonna see this thing pop up. It's gonna say Moringa oleifera, and according to the National Institute of Health and the World Health Organization, that it helps beat and combat over 300 diseases and conditions. That's not from me. That's from scientists saying that. So it's easy for me to pitch that it's helping people, and I'm not hurting anybody. And it's a very easy thing. It's like, hey man, does your person that you love suffer from like sugar things or like blood pressure issues or stuff like that? Like, hey, we can help them with something natural. And that's if you say no, it's fine with me, bro. I'm not gonna force it on you. But if you say yes and it changes your life, which I've had many people lose. Dude, I have 2 people that have lost over 200 pounds. Over 16 people that have lost over 100 pounds on that stuff. And so people, it works, you know. If people see it on you and you see that it works, they're gonna buy it, and if not, they won't. You know, it's simple as that. But again, it's one of those things that where people like talk smack. Nah, man, you're one of those Herbalife sellers and all that stuff. Like, bro, if you don't want to buy it, it's cool with me. I'm not gonna force it on you. And that's, I think the key to that is that I'm not very
You're not aggressive with it. You don't push it.
I'm not
You
aggressive.
don't push it at all. If
I'm
they
just-
ask you a question,
yeah.
that's different.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
just
that's
gonna-
when you give the information.
I'm just gonna keep on pushing results. That my friends are losing weight. My friends, my buddy, the fishing captain that I was telling you about, he lost like 30 pounds on the first month doing it. And you know, I just showed a before and after picture and said, I'm not even pushing the product. I just wanted to congratulate my buddy for losing 32 pounds in a month.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Whoa, what's he taking? What's he taking?" I'm like, well, this is what he's on. I'm not forcing it. I'm just giving props to my homie.
All right. Now going back to third grade, what comedian did you admire?
Bro, that's a funny question. So most of my comedian knowledge came from like watching movies, kind of like Rodney Dangerfield, Jim Carrey. I didn't know it at the time, but I was watching a lot of wrestling, and wrestling had a lot of comedy in it. So wrestling had a lot of Vince McMahon is one of my comedy influences. Macho Man, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ric Flair. You know,
Oh, that guy was a king of promos.
See, Ric Flair, my comedy style would be a little bit of a Dean Martin, Ric Flair, and Dusty Rhodes put together.
The American Dream.
Yeah.
Can you give him a Rodney Dangerfield face?
Hey, I get no respect. No, I try to tell him it was.
I have a joke that says I look like Gerard Butler and Rodney Dangerfield had a baby.
Hey, I try to tell him it was Sparta. I got no respect.
You sound like him too.
Yeah.
What other impersonations do you do?
I do a great Christopher Walken.
All right, let's
It's a
hear it.
fantastic Christopher Walken. You look at me all wrong. It's the wrong tone. Do it again. I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
There you go.
I love my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I know it's cheesy. I know everybody has an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, but I feel that my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression is one of the best, and it's because it's not often that people do this Arnold impression. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze from Batman. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that cheesy, goofy movie? All right.
The name is Freeze. Learn it well, or it will be the chilling sound of your doom.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, so I love goofy movies. Doing voices, I love doing voices. I used to do a sweet crocodile hunter impression. A crocodile. I hope this animal realizes I'm trying to save him and not hurt him.
That's the crocodile be trying to bite him.
Yeah.
Look at it.
You all right, little fella? You all right?
Beautiful.
You all right, little bugger?
That's right.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
One of my,
Steve
I used to have
Irwin.
this joke where it's like, man, Steve Irwin shouldn't be hunting dangerous animals. He should be hunting something entertaining like Mexicans. And it's like,
We're here deep in the heart of a quinceañera, and we managed to crash the party, and we're getting really close. We're invading this Mexican's territory, and we're going to see how he reacts.
so it's I used to do that since I was in elementary school. So I had all my homies laughing.
Tell you they would ask for you to do it.
Yeah. Do the crocodile hunter impression. So that was my comedy style, like voices. I used to do all the wrestlers, you know.
Oh, yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
You know,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Any other wrestlers?
Oh, dude, I The Rock. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Man, he was one of the greatest.
For
For the short amount of time he was there.
I haven't done him in a long.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
I haven't done that one in a long. I need to work on it, but I used to do a great Stone Cold
Cold.
impression.
You think the Texas rattlesnake?
I need to work on it. I'll work on it again. I used to do a sweet Stone Cold impression. I got to work. I could do a lot of South Park, like
Kenny?
Cartman,
Yeah, Cartman.
Chef. Hey there, children.
Hey, chef.
Who was it, Mr. Mackey?
Mackie, yeah.
Listen up in class, okay? Listen up in class. Go ahead. Who's the other guy? What other impressions, bro? I'm going through my gun.
I did a Donald Trump impression earlier. You should have seen it. It was wonderful.
That's really good. Now, talk to us about your mullet.
Oh man, I've been growing this mullet kind of like as a joke. I started to support my son in the National Mullet Championship. And I said, you know what? If he can do it, I'm going to do it too. But before this, I used to have this fro during the COVID lockdowns because nobody was allowed to get a haircut. You couldn't go see your barber or nothing. So everybody was kind of just getting crazy looking. And I got COVID during the lockdowns, and I started losing a lot of my hair. So I actually shaved my side so I wouldn't lose my hair, and saved me from going bald, bro. Because I was getting that COVID poisoning from a Chinese bioweapon made in the Wuhan lab.
So you have business up front, and then you have puro party in the back.
I try to keep it. I try to keep it like chill, but I told people that I was gonna be growing it until the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna grow this mullet until the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Hopefully next year.
How soon?
Next year, bro. Next year.
year.
Every year is our year until it's not.
How?
Every year is our year until it's not. Con chingo de confianza.
Till the
Every year is
preseason.
our year until it's not, bro.
This year was very fast. As soon as they traded Michael Parsons, like, oh, there goes our season.
Bro, I was so mad. Dog.
That was an ego thing, though, from Jerry.
A huevo, pinche ego-driven, hardcore, bro.
How long have you been following the Cowboys?
For a long time, man. I remember in '89 they had like a 1-15 season. I remember that season because I was like 4 or 5 years old, and my dad was so mad, and he was a big time Cowboys fan. And I remember my dad was very abusive, so he got real mad when the Cowboys were losing. So the Cowboys have a special place in my heart because every time they would lose, my dad would lose his crap in the house, bro, and he would start throwing stuff around and being an angry an angry person.
An angry fan.
Yeah, an angry fan. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people that have people in their family that take the game real too serious, like way too seriously. My dad was that guy. And he was like, he would let it take over his whole like mental peace. He was that guy. If you know somebody that's just like, if the Cowboys lose, don't even talk to him that next week. Don't even talk to him. That was my dad.
I mean, a lot of people, they say that they'll get rid of their wife, they'll get rid of a lot of their friends, but they'll never get rid of the Cowboys or their barber. That's pretty true. Got some truth to that.
For real.
But what do you expect from them this year coming up?
Super Bowl bound until it's not, dog. It's my job as a delusional.
We're going to Super Bowl.
Delusional,
Super Bowl
optimistic
I think you
fan.
made that real popular.
Super Bowl bound every time. I don't care.
Those three
Every
words
time.
right there.
Super Bowl bound.
And even the way you say it.
Super Bowl bound.
I think what brought you closer to the fans, or what made you blow up, was the first the Thanksgiving
The
YouTube
Prende la Vela.
Prende la Vela one.
Yeah, that one makes a lot of people laugh. You know what's crazy about that one is that I get a lot of people that are saying that there was a lot of people that was like their last memory that they had with their loved ones, like their parents or their grandparents, that they saw that video like in the hospital during Thanksgiving time. A lot of people end up
getting sick around
that time.
I lost my dad around Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can imagine like being in the hospital and that video popping up. And when that video popped up, they had just seen the game in the hospital and they were all aguitados. And then that video popped up and it made everybody laugh. And I get so many messages from people that say, man, I was there. Like my dad passed away like a couple of days after that video was released. But man, when that thing came out, you had him laughing so hard in the hospital, bro. Like he was coughing and everything, like, but you had him laughing his ass off. And a lot of people say that was the last time that they ever laughed, like in their whole life. Like that was the last time they laughed. Like that was the last bright joy the memory that they have of him is laughing at that video. And for me, that's impactful beyond anything that I ever thought would be coming from that video, because it was just me goofing off.
Yeah, and you had a lot of taglines on that one.
Yeah. And
Que se agüita se encuera.
yeah, one take Jake too, bro. I did that in one take.
Romosexual.
Yeah, it was crazy because you just see me cutting, but I'm just like going, like hitting pause, and then I'm like, oh, let's say this, let's say that, and it was just one take straight through.
And that time you had like the curls.
No,
Like a
that
fro,
time
no?
I had a short haircut, like kind of like yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a short haircut like that. Maybe a little bit of on top.
You had little curls on top.
Little broccoli top. Broccoli top again.
But ever since then, I mean, I became a fan, and a lot of people, I'm sure your fan base grew overnight.
Yeah. No, that was a big time catapult. And people say, hey, I've been following you since way back then, bro, since the Prende la Vela days. I'm like, that's not
When
that
was
far
that?
back. That was 2014, 2015 or something like that. But man, I've been doing comedy since, 1993. I've been doing paid comedy since 1998.
But
And so
it takes time.
So yeah, but there's people that have been following me, and they have my first DVD called "Use Your Imagination" that I filmed when I was 21 years old. And there's a DVD out there, and it's a collector's item. I've seen a couple of friends of mine that have it still, and it's great. It's an hour performance, and it's like I'm 21 doing an hour performance. It's like in the comedy game, that's really unheard of for a lot of people.
And one thing I like about your comedies, you're always switching it up.
All the time. You'll never see the same show twice. You might hear some of the same jokes, but it's never a scripted, like, monotone robot performance. Like I always go on stage just wanting to have fun. So
Very impromptu.
yeah, a lot of off the cuff stuff, a lot of improv, a lot of crowd work is what I love to do. So if there's anybody here that's watching that have never been to a live shows is totally different. You've seen social media, and you've seen me at a live show, and you know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
okay, for the people that don't know, can you look in the camera and tell them where they could find you at?
yeah, so you can, on social media, at Raymond is Funny, all over the place. I'm usually performing at the Isla Grande Beach Resort every Thursday from 7 to 9, and we've been there for 4 years, and every week we have a packed house, sold-out show, and I usually host. Sometimes we'll have comedians that fall out, and I fill their positions because I got the time to do it, So, but every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m., Isla Grande Beach Resort at beautiful South Padre Island. And I've had a residency there for 4 years, and it doesn't seem like they want to get rid of me
Already?
anytime soon. They like it.
Yeah, I remember they got new management, and you're kind of worried about it.
Yeah, I kind of like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, nah, bro, you're good. I'm like, oh, okay.
As long as you bring them money, you'll be
Yeah.
all right.
I think I'm doing
And
pretty
it's
good.
always packed. Can you tell us some top-level comedians that you brought down here?
Yeah, so actually, tonight we're actually going to have Alex Raimundo, Latin King of Comedy.
Since 2002.
Yeah, Andy Huggins, one of the original Texas Outlaws of comedy, comedy legend Willie Barcena has been there. Chingo Bling
Chingo.
has been there.
Mario.
Yeah, Mario. We've had so many headliners that have been from L.A. like Julio Gonzalez. He's got a residency in Las Vegas. Who else? I'm trying to bring down Paul Rodriguez and Pablo Francisco. Pablo Francisco, one of my favorites. So I'm working on that. We're gonna have Mike E. Winfield. He was just on America's Got Talent. He's gonna come down next month, and we're gonna have a lot of the dudes from the Kill Tony show that are featuring like during spring break and stuff like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because I mean they're from Austin.
Yeah.
Not that far, and they're gonna be down here. In
So
the island.
we've been doing a lot of work with those guys too. So it's been going real good.
I remember Chingo Bling. We brought him down at the 5x5 brewery
Oh yeah,
in Mission, and we had an opening act. His name was Ralph Barbosa.
oh you put on that
Yeah,
show,
me and Jerry.
man. That's crazy. I was
You were
there.
selling merch, and then
Yeah,
you
I was
ended up
there.
hosting it, and then you
Yeah.
just took over it.
Yeah,
And that's when you met Chingo, right?
yeah. No, I've known Chingo for a while, but that's the first time I met Ralph Barbosa there.
Yeah.
He did open up for Chingo.
Yeah.
And I was hosting, and that was when I was like I had my hair like a wild man. So he was just like, Ralph looked at me like I was like this crazy person, like a wild dude. And he's a smaller dude. I'm a huge guy. I'm a big bear.
How tall
looking
are
dude.
you?
I'm 6'5". And people
Yeah.
people think that when they see me in on videos, they think I'm a small dude, but
Yeah.
now when they see me in real life, they're like, "That's chingón, güey, no mames." But yeah, I'm a big dude, 6'5", and still alive.
Still alive and kicking.
Yep.
And just saw you got yourself a nice little gift.
Yeah, I bought myself a Crown Victoria 2004, baby, untrackable by the government.
Man, I saw you outside. I thought it was an undercover.
It's clean too, man. Nice and white, and it's like mint on the inside. It belongs to an old man. 60,000 miles. Está chulo. I love it. I'm so in love with it. Like I love the car.
How did you come about getting it?
No, hombre, güey, pues, I was stalking Facebook Marketplace like a crazy person. I'd been looking for a car for a couple of years, like a cherry find like that, because I love those cars. I have one already. I have a P71 Police Interceptor Crown Victoria that my cameraman Big Low, I gave it to him, and I've had that thing for years. And I took it cross country tour and everything like that, and that thing's still running strong, dude. It just hit over 200,000 miles, and it's still running strong, dude. And so I know that those cars are really well made. Got that classic V8 that Ford produced. That's unbreakable, man. It's bulletproof. It's a bulletproof car. It's paid off. It's beautiful, and it's got cold air condition. ¿Qué más quieres, güey?
Paid
And
off
it's-
sounds good.
Paid off, and it's under the radar too, bro.
Yeah.
They're chilling. They're
Yeah.
chilling.
I saw you pull up. I said, oh, watch out with this guy.
Yeah, and I want to put
Two
some,
guys.
I want to put some executive tint on it, para que no se vache
Yeah.
para adentro, and I'll be chilling
I
under
think
the
that's the only
radar.
thing
dog.
that's missing, no?
Yeah, that's it. Y un sistema chingón to listen to some corridos pesados. Los caretes or some
Corridos
Beto Quintanilla.
tumbados.
Yeah, corridos tumbados, pero
Yeah.
like los caretes or Beto Quintanilla shit, you know? Hardcore shit.
Old school.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real about it stuff.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. People don't know that. People don't know about that.
What? So you said Beto. Who else do you listen to?
Bro, my musical taste is so crazy. I'll go from Beto Quintanilla to Bob Seger real quick. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of good old classic country, Johnny Lee, Waylon Jennings, David Allan Coe, old school rock like 80s metal, Scorpions, Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd, Metallica, and then I even listen to opera and classical music. I have such a crazy taste. Cumbias, mamalonas.
Tejano.
I love Tejano music, bro. That old school 80s and 90s romantic Tejano, especially like Grupo Más. Oh, I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Óyeme, por favor, no digas nada.
There you go.
Perdóname.
I love that, dude.
Anoche entre sus brazos me sentí.
Cálmate. It's Valentine's Day's coming. You're gonna get somebody pregnant.
Yeah, vieja se la va. Se le afloja el mofle. Se le afloja el mofle, señores.
That's it, man.
That's like a
awesome.
Mexican DJ. Que se le afloja el mofle, señor. Que se le afloja el mofle, señores.
There you go. You have to have the
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you working on?
Nah, bro, I'm busy. They have me como, haz de cuenta como calzón de Golden Corral worker. Pa arriba y pa abajo, papá. But it's always good because the employees wash my hands. And just stupid. It's so stupid. That's so silly. But no, I've been super busy. I'm working on a show in El Paso at the end of the month. El Paso comic strip. I have a show at the Hippodrome Theater in Waco in March. And then a big show in San Antonio at the Woodlawn Theater in July. It's a 900-seater. So if there's anybody listening that is in San Antonio, July 18th at the Woodlawn Theater, I'm going to be putting on a show out there. And it's going to be, I'm trying to sell it out, bro. I had five shows at the LOL Comedy Club in San Antonio. 3 of them were sold out. 2 of them were almost sold out. So I'm hoping that all those people will come out and bring some.
All right, guys.
some
So all my
friends.
friends and family out there in San Antonio, go and support. It's gonna be funny. It's guaranteed laughter.
Guaranteed laughter,
your money
belly
back.
laughs. Yeah, belly laughs. I'm the only comedian that does that. I have confidence enough that you'll have belly laughs guaranteed or your money back. If you don't laugh at the end of my show, I will gladly give you your money back. And but you have to tell me, hey, Raymond, no, you didn't make me laugh at all. But I want to see if you're being honest because I don't see it happening.
Have
know
you
what
ever
I'm
had that happen?
Yeah, there's some guys that are just straight up stone faced, like they don't want to laugh, and it seems like they want to go out there and prove a point. And it's like, bro, as long as you spend money for the ticket, like I'm fine, dog. Like you're gonna sit there just like, all right. But I sometimes I used to take that real personally, and I used to go like out of my way and attack those people. But now I just let it play out. You never know what people are going through. They might be sad from something else, and you're just taking it personally. They might be going through some hardcore stuff. They just found out some devastating news, and they're just sad at a bar, and you're over here trying to crap on them because your ego isn't being stroked because he's not laughing at your stuff. And I stopped kind of like paying attention to the people that are not laughing because I never know what they're going through, and I just keep on going through the show and focus on the people that are enjoying it. But do I notice them? Oh yeah, every comedian. There's not a comedian out there that doesn't notice the guy that's not laughing. They could have 100 people in the room and 99 people are laughing and that one person isn't laughing. Every comedian will be like, man, what was up with that one guy? Every comedian.
And there'll always be that one.
Every comedian worth their salt will be like, what's up? I wonder why that guy didn't laugh. But it's because we want everybody to enjoy it. At least I don't know. I'm a big believer and proponent in customer satisfaction, and because it's good for business. Customer satisfaction is good for business. I want people to go to my show and feel great about spending the money that they did. That's it.
Got to give them their money's worth.
Gotta give them their money's worth. One of my favorite country songs. I just was listening to it on the way over here. If you want to make a living, you got to put on a good show.
That's correct. In all types of ways.
Yeah. If you want to make a living, you got to put on a good show.
That's it right there.
That's right.
Now, earlier you spoke about your social media. You had plenty of followers. Is there anything specific that you do to hit the algorithms or to switch up on the algorithms or any like schedule that you do per week? So
that's a great question. My wife and I actually help people get monetized on social media. So if you know anybody that's actually looking to get monetized and make the social media an actual extra, that's another stream of income that I got coming in. If you can make some money, by all means, do it. We show people how to do it. I took a class on how to do it from this lady named Peach McIntyre, who routinely makes $20,000-$30,000 a month off of Facebook Reels and YouTube and TikTok. So my main here's I'm gonna give you a little golden nugget, little golden value, little gold value, and this is for people that and you probably know a guy like this where he wants to get his message about his business or his event out there, so he'll put up a poster and then he'll tag 50, 60, 70, 90 people in the post. 99 people, right? You know those guys? You know those guys, right?
Rudy,
is that you, Rudy? So check this out. Facebook, before, it used to be where you would reach all those people's friends, right? Like if you were to tag me, you would reach your friends and you would reach my friends, right? Well, Facebook got privy to this, and they started coming down on the people that were taking advantage of the tagging other people. So now if you tag me in a post, it'll only reach the people that you and I have in common. So if you're tagging people like tal y tal. Let me tag TJ over here. Let me tag my buddy Gasper. Let me tag my buddy Mario, Sean. Let me tag a Chingo Bling, and let me tag all these people. And so now you're taking all those audience, and they'll only reach the people that all those people have in common.
The 30 mutual friends.
Maybe if that,
If you're
because you got to think about it. Like if you reach somebody that doesn't have like any friends and you tag them,
For
you
what?
just destroyed your reach, because it's gonna reach those people that you have in common, and if he has nobody in common, you just destroyed it. So don't tag people anymore. It's bad for business. Tag them in the comments. Tag them in the comments and say, hey, and individually, hey, Gasper, check this out. And then another comment, hey, TJ, check this out. You got to check this post out. And those comments will bring the people to your page and actually get, once they see you mention them, have them reply back. Have a, here's another one, little golden nugget. Have a little group of friends, like a chat group that says, man, help me get these posts off the ground. As soon as you hit send to that little group chat, everybody should see that message, go to your thing and start hitting like, start hitting comments, start hitting shares on it, and have a little group of 5-6 friends that'll back your content up, that'll help push it. And the algorithm sees that, they're like, oh, this is popular content. Let's push it up towards the top.
Yeah. I have a friend, and he owns the Brownsville Online page here on Facebook, and the algorithm switches a lot. Sometimes they go through posts. Lately, they had been doing reels, but now they're doing stories. They're really
Focusing on
stories.
Yeah, and
So
you get paid off of all those platforms: photos, posts, videos, reels, stories. All of that is getting paid.
Live is
Even
a big
live,
one too.
even live. My live video game is crazy good. I manipulate the comments, gacho, pero it's all psychological warfare, bro. La gente thinks como my mom says, te haces pendejo, pero no. You're running circles around these people, like, and me hago el pendejo, like, "Ugh," to make you think that it's like that I don't know anything, and then you're commenting on my stuff, but I'm like, bro, like, you're in my bubble now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a psychological
You got in
game
that trap.
to snare you in, and it's and if you're commenting trying to disagree with me, you're already falling for the trap. You know?
Yeah, and I even hear you on the lives. Hey, if you don't mind, just keep on clicking the heart button or like button.
Yeah,
To disrupt the algorithms.
big time.
That's for Facebook. What do you do for TikTok?
TikTok, man, is a different game, bro. I used to have this game that I was playing on TikTok that was mega viral, but they started reporting it for gambling. But TikTok is all about like keeping people engaged and like the attention span in TikTok is so small. You got to be quick with it.
Like within 2 seconds,
2-3 seconds, bro. You got 2-3 seconds.
Swipe up.
So
or down.
it's all of high core visual stuff, like lots of movement to get people's attention, just to have them stay. You know, that's the key.
You kind of already like set in stone. After the Cowboys play, whether they win or
Yeah.
lose, especially if they lose, people are gonna tune in.
Yeah.
And they want to hear what you have to say about it.
Big time. Once you have people like kind of like following a pattern, that's key right there. Once you got them following a pattern and consistency, that's what you want to do. You want to gain momentum in that way where it's consistent and people can be like, okay, after every Cowboys game, this guy's gonna go live, and it's like, okay, let's go. It's a good habit to build consistency and patterns.
Now, as far as we spoke about social media, what else are you doing, or do you have planned to do that's different that you haven't done before?
What am I doing that's different that I haven't done before? So I'm really trying to be more minimalist. Like I'm really trying to get rid of a lot of material stuff that I have and trying to be real minimalist. But at the same time, still maintain a level of professionalism. But man, like, you know how Adam Sandler just goes out in like shorts and like hoodies and stuff? That's kind of like the level that I want to get, but I don't want to look like a slob. Like, I want to look like a professional, chill businessman.
But you have your style too.
Yeah. It's my style. It's my style. The Western shirts
shirts.
It's my style, but I want to develop my chill style, like where I don't want to be dressing in my show shirts all the time. Sometimes it gets hot, you know. Sometimes I want to be like in a warm ups and a kind of like a fishing style like shirt, you know, like chill. and or like
You're at the island now. You
yeah, the
lived there
island.
for 4 years, so you kind of incorporate that lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, like you
The
know when those
vibe with
dudes
the
wear that, like
chanclas.
that linen suit,
Yeah,
like the all white linen,
yeah.
like stuff like that, where
That's
it's
a
just chill and
island
like,
vibes.
island vibes meets Western Valley vibes / hustler entrepreneur vibes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like a ghetto Lululemon.
Lululemon.
Yeah, Lululemon. Yeah, Lululemon. Yeah,
Lima, Lulu Lima.
Yeah, Lulu Lima. Yeah,
'Cause
that's
we,
what we got, yeah.
we get the green one, we don't get
Yeah,
the yellow
yeah,
one.
Lulu Lima. Yeah.
Because it's cheaper.
That's kind of like my thing is like kind of like being a hustler that, but I don't at the same time no quiero andar de paletoso, güey. Like
Right.
I like being under the radar. I had the Denali diesel truck. I've had it. I've but I'm fine with a Ford Crown Victoria under the radar. Like I had I was all I got big old truck, getting off, custom made boots, todo el pedo. Now I'm chilling. You know, I'm chilling.
Yeah. I mean, and that is good for a lot of people, really. One time I was at the Golden Corral when I just first started. I was the kitchen manager, and the general manager, they were gonna fire him. I said, no, don't fire him. You know, let us get to it, and if we don't work out, fire all of us. I wanted to get the general manager's attention too, and let him know that I'm there for him. I'm not trying to take his job, because a lot of people, when you come
Yeah.
in, they're like, oh, who's this guy? He's gonna try to get my job. No. I want to learn from you, but at the same time, I'm down with you. Like I'm telling you, I already put my hands on the fire for you.
Yeah. Put some skin in the game.
So we put skin in the game. So we hustled hard, and at the end of the year, we were number one.
Wow.
We were number one, and he was pissed.
Why?
He was pissed off. He's like, no, what are you doing? I was like, well, we saved the job. He's like, no. He's like, we don't want to be the top. We don't want to be the bottom. We want to be in the middle.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, I always thought like, I want to be the
I want to
best.
be number one.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
be number one, and then we were number one. But he's like, well, what's gonna happen next year? They're gonna be looking at us, and if we're not down, I go, well, you know what? All that means is we're gonna have to work harder.
Yeah.
And if you want to go home, go home. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
And then he ended up buying his store, and they moved me out to Austin. But yeah, it was fun being there. And then they gave me. I was 22 at the time.
Wow.
I didn't have experience.
That's a good mentality to have at that age, though.
Yeah, you want to be number one. Anything you want to do, you want to be the best. If not, don't even try.
That's what my mom told me whenever I told her I wanted to be a comedian. She's like, Mijo, you can do whatever you want, but as long as you try to be the best in the world at it, do whatever you want, but be the best in the world. And I won't take anything less. Like, if you want to be a comedian, be the best comedian in the world. I don't want to take anything less than that. Okay?
Si lo vas a hacer, hazlo bien.
Yeah.
O no lo hagas para nada.
100%.
All right, man. Well,
Hey, Mr. H, I appreciate you having me.
That about does it.
I gotta get going.
you
We got a
go
show
back to
tonight.
the show, yes, right.
But I appreciate you having me in the X Studios and great podcast you have here with Hot Takes with Mr. H. I appreciate you guys. And anybody that's looking out there also, man, maybe you're going through a lot. Maybe you're going through some sadness or some trauma. I invite you to check out my YouTube channel. Plenty of full stand-up shows. You can check out my comedy sets and get yourself a good laugh. And if you had a good laugh, may the Lord be glorified, because he's the one that made me. He was the one that gave me the talent, and he's the one that made me love what I do. And so if anything that you get from this, may the Lord be glorified from everything that I do till the last breath I take. That's all I want to do.
There you go. There you have it. Thank you for coming, and thank you for watching. Subscribe. Thank you so much. We're out.
Ahí lo guachamos.